my name is Kurt Friedrich, and I'm the owner-driver of race-winning CFRacing. And yes, I did say race-winning, and we'll get into that in more detail later on in the video. But we did, proud to say we did go ahead and pull off a victory this weekend. So really excited. I also wanted, before we really dive into it, I want to apologize for having this video out a little bit late. As you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, I did catch a cold. It started hitting me on Saturday and really hit me on Sunday. So we're filming this right now Wednesday evening. We usually try to do it Monday evening. Waiting for my voice to come back and my cough to go away, and neither has happened. I do have some water and took some Robitussin and the cough drop, so hopefully we at least keep the cough away. If I do start coughing through this video, I do apologize. We do not have editing capabilities with these videos, so we do one shot, one video when we shoot. So and I do apologize for the mess too. It's just like last week. You know, we're still grinding out, getting ready for this race coming up. I do make a conscious effort to try and have the shop cleaned up before these videos, and nothing really laying around the go-kart. But we're a little bit out of our element right now, as you can tell. But yeah, so this is our 9th post-race video of the 2024 season, and like I said, we did pick up a victory this weekend, and I do have a lot of people I want to thank. First and foremost, my family, Malou, Ty, and Tad, especially my wife, for supporting me all along the way. I want to thank our sponsors, Krista Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real, and Jim's Badeni on eBay. Let me back up. Krista Murphy is a real estate agent in the Richmond area. She does a lot of work with the Richmond community, and also does a lot with the service members in the Richmond community. So if anybody's needing any help with buying or selling a home, please reach out to her. She'd be glad to help you out with your real estate needs. I'll have her contact information in the description below. I want to thank Jim's Badeni on eBay. Jim's Badeni on eBay is an online sales website. They basically sell loose gemstones and settings for customers who want to do a little bit of a do-it-yourself personal touch to their jewelry pieces. So please check out their website for anything that may be of interest to you. I especially want to thank Cameron, or let me back up one more time. Also want to thank Blackhat Speed for the Ducar engine. He did some more work to it between the last race and this race to get some things ironed out to it, and had no issues with that motor, and no issues with the clutch. He worked the clutch for me as well. So and we're working on getting him a sticker to put on the side of the go-kart as well. So I want to say thanks to all my sponsors, and also for help. Cameron Wood and his group. Special thanks to Tim Hammock. Tim Hammock, he's basically helps me set the go-kart up, and he was working the tires. Really don't think I could do it without Cameron Wood and his group, especially Tim. Really appreciate your help, Tim, with getting the W. One of the things I told him before going on to the race this weekend, I said, hey, I just want to get out there and learn some stuff, and do what I can. But if the opportunity presents itself, I will definitely go and go for the best that I could get. So, and yet, also want to thank some other people who have helped me along the way. Len Beck, particularly back in North Carolina. Len Beck, he was coming along and helped me after we were starting to get racing again after COVID time. He came by the shop a lot of times, helping me, and also been kind of follow along with how I've been doing up here. So thanks to Len Beck for all his help and his support, and also for you guys watching these videos, the fans. Thanks for supporting me along the way. One of the things that I've joked about is like, hey, a win for us is to not finish last. But now this time I can finally say to you guys that we actually got a win, finished first place. Really fun, really glad to have a W in the 2024 season. Was not expecting that at the beginning of the year, and I want to thank you guys all for supporting me along the way. All right, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about the events. So first we had practice. The first practice was just me going out there. I was by myself. Usually the first rounds of practice, they don't have a whole lot of carts in there while the track is getting, the dirt track is getting run in. And at this time I was just getting a look. It's a new skill set for me, working the pedals and driving and stuff with the Ducar engine, and I was just trying some things and also just wanted to get some seat time in this new Recon and get comfortable with it. And only spun out once, but that was my fault. I got a little bit high going in turn 3 and gotten into the loose dirt and spun out. And then when the second practice started, showing a little bit of speed. Was able to run with some guys. Some guys were past me. One guy did make a pass on him, and that was my first time really passing with this go-kart. And when you're passing somebody, you're a little bit lower getting in the turn, which means you have a tighter radius. You kind of have to back off a little bit more off the gas or the brake, and I kind of went in the way I normally did. And then coming out of turn 2, I slid up the track and caught the tires with the right rear, spun me around, but no harm, no foul, no real issues with the go-kart after that. Just, a little learning mistake on my part, and good training, good practice. So with the heat races, see, I didn't write down my notes where I started the heat races. The first Ducar Xtra Heavy, I started that race second out of 3. When that race kicked off, I pretty much was keeping pace with the leader. Third place was able to, after a few laps, he was able to get by me and still just kind of try to settle in. Now the guy in second place, he caught the leader, and when he did, he started making a move, and I was still in position to pounce. When he did, he started making the pass, and then on the front stretch, I basically, on one straightaway, went from third to first in one straightaway and passed both go-karts. Kind of a gutsy move. I was a little bit edgy about it before I was making the move, but I was hey, let's give it a shot. If I needed to back out of it, I would have backed out of it. But again, the Blackhat Speed Ducar engine was pulling me down the straightaway. So I was able to get in first. But as we were going, second place did catch up to me, and I was having to do a little bit of trail braking and trying to get used to where my feet are in this go-kart. My foot kind of got hung up in the chassis, so I was using a little bit more brake than what I wanted to, and that allowed him to catch me and bump me and make a pass on me on the last lap. So I was pretty disappointed about that, but still really glad to lead some laps and have some encouragement for that showed out we do have some speed. For the second heat race, the Ducar Heavy, we started that race 7th out of 8, and when we fired off, we went straight to the front, making passes, and I went pretty much right up to second place. And then caution came out, and I was right on the back bumper of the leader, same guy who won the first heat race. I was doing what I could do I felt like I was faster than he was, but I just couldn't get he was hurting a little bit coming out of the turns, but I just couldn't get the momentum going through the turn to carry it and make the pass on him going down the straightaway. And then he started pulling away from me a little bit there at the end. But still, it was nice to go, right from 7th to second place in battle for the lead. Made him do some blocking moves also down the straightaways to try and keep me behind them. So we ended up finishing both the heat races in second place. So really good way to show that we had some power. And after that, people were coming up to us and noticing coming up to me and talking about how good the kart was looking out there. So really motivated, really encouraged for the races. And then when we started the Ducar Xtra Heavy, of course I was starting second out of 3. Excuse me. And right from the get-go, third place guy, he got by me. I fell back to third. and then I just kind of settled in right there, and again just kind of feeling where we are with the go-kart and how it's driving and what kind of speed I have. He went up and made a pass for the lead, so it was almost kind of like the heat race all over again. When he did that, the guy in second place, I was able to close in on him, try to make a move on him going into the third turn. I didn't feel like I had enough of a position on him to really make the move. I was a little bit behind him. I knew it was going to be close, so I backed off of it, and because I didn't want to spin him out and wreck him and whatnot. So backed off of it a little bit and lost some ground. And I figure, okay, probably backed off more than I should have, but let's just see if I can reel these guys back in. And sure enough, I'm pulling back into them. He went up there and made a pass back and take the lead back. When he did that, I was able to follow through and to get back into second place. And then from there, it was just track him down and run with him. And finally was able to make the pass and take the lead. I think it was about 5 or 6 laps to go. And then when we did that, I just tried to do whatever I could do to stay focused and not make the same mistake I made in the heat race. I felt him bump me one time, which let me know that he was still right on my back bumper, and he just hit my marks. There was a race earlier in the year where I was leading and almost won the heat race, and I was failing to hit my marks, so I just kept trying to remind myself to hit my marks, and then was able to take the white flag and then the checkered flag. So really excited, really proud of to take that win, and really glad to share that with you and let you guys know how that went. For the Ducar Heavy, again, we started that race now 2nd out of 7. When we kicked that race off, I was doing everything I could do to pretty much do the same thing I did in the race and run the same guy down and make a pass for the win. But the kart was just starting to get tight, or I was starting to push a little bit. I was having to use more brake to slow it down in the turn. The leader started pulling away. Third place guy caught me and got by me, but we were able to still hold off and stay in third place and finish that race out third. That one was pretty uneventful. And basically what we had done there is when we took the tires off, by the end of the day we wore the right front tire was completely worn out, so that was pretty much why I was pushing coming out of the corners. One thing that I want to note, I know like the race we won was only 3 go-karts, but the guy that we went head to head and toe to toe with and battled, he wins at this track regularly, whether it's 3 go-karts, 10 go-karts, 15 go-karts. We went head to head with him and toe to toe and battled him and won one of the races. Took the lead from him a couple times, and it was a lot of fun. Started to lose my train of thought on that. Yeah, so basically from the 2 races that I ran, the 2 heat races and the 2 main races, he won everything except for 1 race, and that was because I was the guy who beat him. So pretty cool to be able to say that. Our goals for the weekend was to finish all the races. Yeah, we checked that block. Learn how to do car class races. Yeah, we checked that block too. Definitely learned how to race with this group of guys, and glad to be able to be in the mix and race with them. Our next race is this weekend coming up at Tri-County Kartway in North Carolina. Hopefully my voice clears up, and my cough clears up a little bit more between now and Saturday. As you can see, we're still working on getting this thing put together and ready for this weekend. We're going to run the clone, see how the clone works on this engine, and who knows, maybe we get another W there, but definitely expect to run well. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Capital Murphy with Milwaukee Realty, brokered by Real, Jim's by Denny on eBay, and Blackhat Speed. We are looking for any additional sponsors, so anybody who wants to have be an associate sponsor on the go-kart, get a little sticker put on it, reach out to us. We'd be glad to help promote your product, promote your brand, and just remember, when you put your name on our side of our go-kart, it's not just putting a sticker on our go-kart, you're also considered a member of the team. I want to thank, special thanks again to my wife Malou for filming this video. And that will conclude a race winning post-race video. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, share, all of the above. And we'll see you guys in a few days for the next pre-race video. Till then, take it easy.